Hello everybody, welcome back. My name is Jason LaViolet, here from Leadfoot Racing Entertainment, your #1 provider of sprint car motion simulators. Please go and check out our website for more information about our company and the options that we have for you and your sprint car motion simulator needs. We have everything from the motion base, if you already have a static rig. If you want to breathe new life and excitement into that static rig, you can go ahead and pick up one of our motion bases. It's going to come with everything that you need to get rocking and rolling out on the track. And our premier offering is a complete turnkey, which gives you everything that you could possibly need to start turning your laps. But we are out at Volusia in a fixed setup race. This is going to be a 4:10 race, I believe. Track looks pretty good right now. So we'll probably go ahead and turn some laps here. I'm going to quick adjust the brightness of the pedal cam so it looks more natural and not so washed out. So now that we have the right screen up, oh, we got 8 people registered. We might be able to get a lap in before our time runs out. We don't need that much wing if we're gonna just run the cushion. Yeah, definitely got to be careful with that bump there. To send you back across the track. There you go. It's a little better. Now we'll run the bottom here. See if we're a little faster.
14.108.
I think we're a little slower on the bottom. Well, yeah, we did get a decent lap around the bottom.
Slow car up high. Car stopped up high. Go low. Go low. 14.031.
Well, at least there's enough real estate down low to turn some decent laps. Alright, I don't know what it is with this setup for the fixed setup races, but the front end is super bouncy, as you just saw. But we'll go ahead and head into the race server. Oh, alright, it's doing it for us. Yeah, surprised that there's 11 cars, so that's kind of good. At least a decent field. track is looking a little dry. We'll go have a look and see what we have to work with. Alright, so you got have some room down low. Ooh, not much down here though. Yeah, definitely not what I want to see. Get that bump.
15.288. Go low.
You can probably get away with running down low through 1 and 2. There isn't much in 3 and 4.
14.837. You just hit the fastest lap.
Alright, well, I guess we'll do that for our qualifying. Run the bottom in 1 and 2 and slide ourselves through 3 and 4. Alright, probably give ourselves some wing. Alright, here we go.
You have about 5 laps of fuel
Just
left.
my view. There we go.
Green flag, green flag. Here comes your first time lap. One more lap.
And we'll just run the cushion.
14.747.
Pretty bumpy up here.
All right, there's the checkered flag.
Man, that cushion is rough on the entry. Look at that. It's pushed right up against the wall. Entry of 3 and 4 pretty dangerous up there. And then entry in 1 and 2 is the same way. So guys are going to have to go underneath that. Alright, let's see what we got for our laps. 14.747. Okay. Yeah, so down low 1 and 2. Slide in 3 and 4 seems to be our fastest lap. So we'll see how long we can keep that up.
Line up on the outside. Pit road is closed.
We've put in plenty of fuel to finish the race. The estimated SOF is
2,000.
Yeah, we'll leave it at
12.
should I
we
go
expect to be
negative
fighting
4?
for the podium.
With fuel load, maybe we'll go to negative 2. See what happens, see how it feels. Nice lap, Noah. That was a close one.
Still waiting on 2 cars to grid. Waiting on the final car to grid.
Oh yeah, we'll have to be careful. Our first couple laps until people spread out a little bit more.
Catch the pace car.
Yep. And Luke, right there, and that car has wrecked me countless times, so gotta watch out for him. I could see him throwing a slider in the first turn.
Catch the pace car.
Okay, bud, green flag, next time by.
Catch the pace car.
Get ready, going green.
Good luck, guys.
Pace car's in. Green, green, green. Pit road is now open.
Yep, of course.
Outside, clear to stop. Next car's the leader. You're first.
I don't know how that happened, but I'll take it.
Inside, clear to the bottom. 15, 5, 6, 3. Go car up high.
And I think we're just going to be running the cushion, pretty much.
15, 44, 5, 4,
75, lap of the session.
Go high. Go high. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Line of single file. Pit road is slow.
One, you really gotta be fucking
Let
not
the
for
pace
real,
car
bro.
by.
Yeah, so I had all sorts of handling problems here. I think I'm going to end up going back to -4. So I can't really slide myself
Pit road is
anymore
now open.
through 3 and 4. So I think we're going to end up running the cushion pretty much the entire race.
Can I get a 1 to green, please?
Yeah, some ugly laps. Really ugly laps. So hopefully we'll clean that up a little bit.
Okay, bud, green flag, next time by.
When to go?
Thank you.
Get ready, going green. Pace car's in.
Catch the pace car.
Green, green, green.
It is a little rough. A little rough up here on the cushion.
15, 23, 1, 2.
72 fastest lap of the session.
Yeah, very big on throttle control, especially going over that slick.
You just hit the fastest lap.
Yep, just about did ourselves in there.
That car's a lap down. 15, 21, 7, 1.
Okay, we'll back off the throttle, go back into it. Back off here again. Back off there, just to get over that slick.
Fastest lap. You just hit the fastest lap.
Yeah, well, Andrew Ray ahead of us isn't doing too bad. We both got kicked sideways a little bit from that major cushion.
Towards the bottom. 15.129.
Andrew's doing a good job, can't get by him, so we'll just kind of follow along and
15.446.
The car in C2 just hit the fastest lap.
14.98. 15.5.
We're in a podium position.
That car's a lap down. 15.409. Outside. Look at the top. Inside. That car's a lap down. Go to the bottom. 15.86.
Not sure what he was trying to do there, but
15.511. Bring it home. One to go here. 15.359. That car's a lap down. Inside, towards the bottom.
had to go down and block. I saw him coming, so. I was not expecting the win, but thankfully we got it. Noah was coming for us. No, I think a couple more laps, you definitely would have had
The
me.
race is over.
Yeah, he was doing a good job. I have to go and see what line he was running after the race. All right. That's our little celebratione. Yeah, he definitely would have had us one or two more laps. Yeah, we would have been done for, but kind of tried to use that lap car as a pick a little bit. So we'll go and look at the last 5 laps. Thanks, Andrew. Appreciate it, man. And we didn't get wrecked by Luke, so that was a good thing. Yeah, that kind of that just about put us away right there. That was a nice drag race there. Luke got a little out of shape, tried to throw a slider. He about took himself out, so that was a close call. Did good running down low. So a little block there with the pick, which kind of backfired. Yeah, he was pretty patient down low, so more patient than I was. close. Very close. Let's see. We'll do a rear chase. Yeah, so I took away a little bit momentum, kind of taking away his racing line a little bit. I was more hoping that number 10 would have been a good pick car, but yeah, I think if Noah would have kept it a little straighter coming off of 4, he probably would have won it. Because I think he's ahead of me right now, but he must have got into the slick a little bit. Let's take a look and see here. Yeah. Yeah, if he would have stayed probably a half a car lower, he would have had some really good drive coming off of 4, and we definitely would not have been able to withstand his charge forward anymore. Yep, so got into the slick a little bit too much, over-rotated, which gave us enough leeway or squeak room to get a win. But yeah, Noah did a great job running the bottom. If he would have been able to hold it a little bit further down, yeah, he would have won it. But he did a great job driving, and great to get a win finally. It's been a little bit of a dry spell, so we'll take it. So let's go ahead and see what else we can get in ourselves into. And I'll give you the Be Right Back screen while I take a look. Alright, we are back. I was incorrect, and the last race was a Dirt Car 360 race. So we are now at the Speed Palace with the NOS Energy Drink 410 Outlaws Sprints. Beautiful Port Royal Speedway. But yeah, before I move on to turn in some practice laps here, I just want to let you know, also, if you want to go out on our website, look for our events tab if you're in Wisconsin. We are doing sprint car racing simulator events at our local track, one of the local tracks at Plymouth, Wisconsin, which would be a Plymouth dirt track. We're currently in the Beat the Pros events. So local Outlaw 410 drivers are going to be picking the track, laying down their fastest lap time, and fans can have the opportunity to compete against them. Our first round was at Lanier, and Logan Julian of the 85J, you've probably seen him out with the World of Outlaws, was our pro driver for that day, and Andy Hoffler actually beat him by 500, so that was a pretty darn close margin there. But Andy ended up pulling out a win and ended up being our champion for that day. And even if you aren't the champion, if you are the fastest fan, you also get something from me and from the drivers as well. So want to make it a memorable fan engagement opportunity. And I have a lot of fun doing it as well. Alright, enough rambling. Let's go ahead and hit the track and turn some laps. Alright, this is another fixed setup race, so just wanted to double check that. Alright, got a car coming, so we'll wait. Alright.
Outside, good stop. 16, 42, 92, 75.
A little wheel damage probably off of that
One
one.
of your wheels is out of alignment. You'll have less grip out there. 8, that was your fastest lap of the session. That was your fastest lap of the session.
Now he definitely like hitting the wall coming off the floor, so better fix that.
Stopped up high, 15, 49, 9, 8. Go high.
I think we have about 9 minutes or 8 minutes of open practice.
16.1. Go high. Go high. 16.18.
So the cushion isn't terrible. At least it's not thrashing me everywhere.
0.04.
Yeah. Oop, that's a different story. Whoops.
Slow car down low. 16.434.
There you go.
Inside. Stay high. Clear the bottom. 16.135. Outside. Good stop.
All right, hopefully we get 6 cars. I would think we should. Yeah, over-rotated a little bit. Yeah, whoever that is, they're definitely fast. Darren Bush. Alright, so right now, quick time is William Chase. I'm guessing that's how you pronounce your last name. With a 15.270, I'm guessing that's a qualifying setup he has loaded in. Because we're running the... I'm running the feature setup right now. Yeah, should be some good racing. But yes, our next Beat the Pro event is going to be June 21st. And our pro driver is going to be Tyler Tischendorf. Drives the number 26. So that should be a great time. Hanging out again with all the fans and just having a little fun. But let me go ahead and double check and see what I have for time left before we get bumped into our race server. So I got about 7 minutes remaining. Yeah, I should add the video for the Beat the Pros challenge to my Streamlabs lineup here. Maybe I'll go and do that right now. Why not? And then I'll just hide it afterwards. Okay. Sure, we'll do that. Actually, I might already have something available. Alright. Let's see if we can do this. I'll go try to find the video. It should be right in here. Maybe not. I gotta see if I even have it. Oh, yeah, I do. Let's see if it's gonna play. I think I gotta drag my window all the way to the top. And nope, I don't want that one. So there we go. All right, here is our opener for the Beat the Pro event. Oops, I grabbed the wrong thing. I'll unlock it and drag it down a little bit more. There we go. Alright, so yep, that is it. So that's our video for the Beat the Pro challenge. So it's been a whole lot of fun so far. So I'll go ahead and hide that, and let's check in again. See, we have about 2.5 minutes remaining, so we'll go and turn some more laps and go from there. Oh, nice. We got 13 registered. And a lot of new drivers to iRacing. A lot of the names here are unfamiliar to me, so that's good to see. There we go. Alright, so this will probably be the last race of the live stream.
Car down low.
again. Alright, let's see how many cars we have. Oh, nice turnout. 16 cars. Oh, there's a familiar name. Jason Holler. Kenny Mansberger. Luke Muma again. Colton Brewer. And we got about a minute and a half remaining of practice, so we'll go out and turn some laps here. Oh. Get control of my wheel.
They're showing us the black flag. They caught us speeding on pit road.
Well, so much for that. I tried to stay down low and out of the way and ended up jumping the wall. Alright, we have a little bit of time. Maybe we can actually get a lap in. Probably not.
Stop down low, go high. 25, 26, 2, 9.
All right. Running right through the slick there. Not really sure how qualifying is going to go for us, but do our best.
Green, green, green.
Right into the slick.
Here comes your first time lap. You have about 2 laps of fuel left. 16, 40, 5, 9, 5.
Yeah, some pretty ugly laps there. No doubt. So we're going to be lucky to probably even be mid-pack. I think with those poor qualifying runs, we're going to be mainly at the back. All right, 16.646. 16.595 was our first run. Yeah, all sorts of problems. think I was carrying too much speed. I didn't open up that entry enough. On 3 and 4. Alright, well, I guess we'll see how it goes. Yep, yeah, we're way down here. So we were 4th until people started qualifying and getting their times in, so mid-pack, a little worse than mid-pack, so definitely struggled qualifying. So hopefully we're able to clean it up a little bit, because we're going to end up being 10th with Colton Brewer. He's pretty fast, if I remember correctly. I'm not sure how Ryan Hull runs, if he's fast or not. All right, well, should be interesting, to say the least. It says qualifying is done, but yet we have 50 seconds remaining. And I think Colton is... Yep, Colton didn't make the race server yet. Definitely don't want to be stuck on the inside. All right, here we go.
Goodbye, everybody.
Line up on the inside. Pit road is closed.
We've put in plenty of fuel to finish the race. The estimated SOF is
2,732.
So yeah, we might be donating some.
It's competitive out there. Head down,
iRacing.
stay sharp. 5 cars left the grid.
How much time do we have left? 30 seconds to go. Yeah, it looks like the outside is going to advance 1 position. Yep. Lucky them.
flag next time by. Ready. Pace cars in. Green flag, green flag.
Well, made it through turn 1.
Side. Good stop.
Right there.
I hit my brake, dude, bounced off the wall.
Inside. Stay high. There's the bottom. 17.494. The car in P1. Just hit the fastest lap. 16.655. That was your fastest lap of the session. The car in P2 just hit the fastest lap. 16.615. Outside, good stop. 17.138. The leader just did on 16.788. Inside, there's the bottom. Inside, there's the bottom. 16.934. That was your fastest lap of the session. The car in P3 just hit the fastest lap. 16.609. The car in P5 just hit the fastest lap. 16.518.
Yeah, upset the car a little bit there, getting into that guardrail.
17.442.
Or wall.
R2 has taken the lead. 3, go high. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Line up single file. Pit road is closed.
Letter
11,
car by.
pit road is now open.
Really, I gotta let him by? Alright, so I moved my wing back. Oh, I thought I moved it back only 2 clicks, but I did 3. How many laps do we have left? So we're about halfway there. Yeah, maybe we'll go back to 3.
Green flag, next time by. Getting ready here, getting ready. Pace car's in. Green, green, green. Holy 5, 7. Holy 9, 1, 7,
The leader did up.
17, holy 1, 3, 3.
Man, oh man.
Holy 9, 5, 6. Holy 3, 7, 2. hose. 5 to go to strike.
You're going well. Keep at it.
Yeah, I tried switching up my line because I thought that NOS 11 car was gonna wreck,
Pit road is now open.
and then as soon as I got out of the groove, I just lost a ton of room, or lost a ton of ground.
Catch
So
up 6 car. Catch up 6 car.
is that 11 or 0? I think that's 11.
Letter 6 carbine.
Alright, what do we have for laps remaining? 4 laps to go.
Okay, bud, green flag, next time by. Get ready, going green.
So we'll see if we got some guys ahead of us throwing their best desperate moves.
Green, green, green. Inside. There's the bottom. White flag next time by his stripe. 17.4788. Inside, stay high. Clear to the bottom.
Sorry about that, Kenny. Got way out of shape.
Alright, there's the checkered flag. You've got damage on the left side.
I better be bounced off the
Great
wall.
job, driver.
Reduced aero might slow you down on the straight.
Yeah, so not the best final corner. Way over rotated. Yeah, not a not a good corner at all. So I had to come out of the throttle. Thankfully, I didn't wreck Kenny. Yeah, right in between. Yeah, I was hoping for 6th, but not so much. Alright, so we started 9th, finished 7th, so that ain't the worst. Kenny started 5th and fell back a spot, so his race could have been a little better for him, but I'll take it. We advanced a couple spots, so I'm happy with that. But anyways, thanks for coming along for the ride. Hopefully you enjoyed the on-track racing action, and please remember to go out to our website and see what we can offer you at leadfootracingentertainment.com, and also keep up with our events. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, X, pretty much any of your social media outlets. So we'd love to see you at one of our Beat the Pro events. So if you are in Wisconsin, please make a point to come out to Plymouth Dirt Track on June 21st for our second Beat the Pro event. All right, until next time, peace.